Let me ask you a quick question. What do exploding seashells, the Italian mob, and a false flag operation that would have resulted in the death of American civilians all have in common? If you guessed that these were all tied into the CIA's proposed ideas on how to deal with the Castro regime after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion in the 1960s, you would be correct. This is Secret Military Operations the Government Doesn't Want You to Know About, Part 2. The Bay of Pigs invasion was one of the biggest fumbles in American foreign policy, and even after this colossal L that the Kennedy administration took, they were not about to give up on their efforts for regime change in Cuba. This is where Operation Mongoose comes into play, the CIA's official covert plan to destabilize the regime. They used many tactics like psychological warfare, economic sabotage, and propaganda to try and turn the people of Cuba against Fidel. But there were a few ideas that never actually came into fruition that are definitely worth mentioning. One such idea included sneaking thallium salts, a chemical compound known for causing hair loss, into Fidel's shoes. The goal was to have his iconic beard fall out, therefore humiliating him and undermining him in front of his own people. Beyond humiliation, they also just planned on flat out assassinating him, and the way they were going to do this was through the Italian mafia. You see, they had operations and businesses running in Havana until Fidel nationalized all the businesses in Cuba. They now had a vetted interest in getting rid of Castro, so the two formed an unlikely alliance. Their ideas were really on some supervillain shit. They had plans to rig seashells with explosives because he was an active scuba diver, and also poison his iconic cigars. But perhaps the most disturbing idea of them all was probably Operation Northwoods. You see, the US did not have the public support for an outright invasion of Cuba. So how would they go about getting the support from the American people? Well, high-ranking military officials proposed a false flag operation, stage a terrorist attack, and blame it on Castro's forces. Some of these proposals included a bombing campaign in Miami, sinking Cuban refugee boats, a fake attack on Guantanamo Bay, and shooting down or hijacking a U.S. aircraft. It's obvious that some of these plans would have resulted in American civilian casualties, and frankly, that's the point. That's exactly how they planned on garnering support to intervene in Cuba. Well, thankfully, JFK rejected all these proposals, and we can rest easy knowing our government would never float around such ideas again. Right?